Now in this video, we're going to be corroborating some information on what seems to be an elaborate scheming scam that is come to a screeching scram. And it's screaming, exposed! What happened there? We're seeing Walter Magaya's story trending anywhere and everywhere. We see the Herald, they would write this. UNISA rejects Magaya's claim of graduation and honorary. UNISA, Magaya is not a graduate. Another one there. We see the news day there, not so prophetic. UNISA disowns Magaya Doctrate. What did do happen there and what is happening there? Yes, we are here to talk about just that. So we see an imaging here and we're showing Walter Magaya. That is Miriam Makeba Hall, of course, in South Africa. Yeah, there at one of UNISA's campuses. So, as I've been looking deep, okay, is this Miriam Makeba Hall? Maybe it's just some place that this guy just pulls a scam and says, you guys, I'm going to give you money. Nothing screams money like Magaya. And the woman said, done this to me. Then we see this one here. This is the same Miriam Makeba Hall. So we see the color on the wall, or the wood on the wall there. That looks like some antique furniture finishing there. It is the Makeba Hall. This would not be from a function that didn't happen, or a ceremony that didn't happen. This would be some dancing function there. This is a concert hall. So they have to put like that, those wood at the stage there for a theatrical effect and impact in terms of sound, how that stage would resonate to sound. So we see it is the same hall we see Walter Magaya in. So he's in that hall actually. It's not like he would maybe he could just buy the people and take them to the hall and buy the people at the hall there in South Africa in UNISA. Yes, you can find a whole lot of people there who may be held in South Africa. So we see him here again in this image. We see Walter Magaya, and I think it's his wife. Okay, when we see somebody with a woman in the picture, it's his wife. All right. Obviously, Mama will be attending the ceremony, so he would go with Mama. So I would see a letter that would have requested information on a student from UNISA, of course, and this letter is addressed or is geared to Mr. Maynard Kulakwashe Manyoa, like is the guy who would have requested the information and is being responded to by the UNISA there. So the guy there, I would know the guy, like his name is Kudan Media, right? So reflecting, I don't think this guy would create a fake UNISA letter. So obviously, he did speak with the UNISA guys because, of course, it would be cheaper and easier to create a fake UNISA letter denying Magaya's doctorate than to actually create a scam where you will be gathering people in a hall. I'm speaking, it will be cheaper to me. To Magaya, it will be all like nothing. Right? No, this guy cannot be doing that such a thing like that. So it means he really did do write the letter to UNISA, and UNISA did make the reply that they did make to him. So before we read the letter there, what did they say there? We see other images. We see again Walter Magaya on one image here showing on the screen. We see him with who? Professor Mandla Makanya. Of course, from where? From UNISA. Okay, maybe he did went to UNISA, like some of his church members is graduating, right? When people be graduating, one of them is going to pick out my graduation uniform era now. So this is university, right? My friend, it's my girlfriend. Are they allowed to be wearing in solidarity when they'll be attending that ceremony? Okay, so when a professor sees somebody they know or somebody who requests a photo with them, maybe they are a fan, would they say no? I don't know. So we see him with Professor Mandla Makanya there. That is not the image, or the only image we see him with UNISA staff. Here we see him again. We see with another guy wearing that blue gown there, and we see Magaya there, and even his kid there, and the wife there in his own red gown there. Now it seems now this red gown has become a danger as we are seeing alert everywhere, as everybody is buzzing Magaya, like Magaya was attending America's Got Talent, and they just did to tell him that, Mr. Walter Magaya, I'm afraid your doctorate is so fake. Maybe he couldn't be just like me. Me, I'm the only doctor in the world with no doctorate, like an actual doctor. I don't think there is anybody at any university qualified to give me any doctorate. Okay, honorary, I would welcome them. It would be like honor, like gift. They give a basket to the pastor there. Just an honorary. An honorary just symbolizes honor and respect. Why would Magaya be buying a fake doctorate? Following in the footsteps of guys like Mime Juru, that's where we would hear of the fake doctorate issue. Oh, Amazing Grace. We hear Amazing Grace is now Dr. Grace. You see the things I did do start. I'm like Dr. Clarence. Everybody's like Dr. this, Dr. that, Dr. yo. Now, for you to be a doctor, you need to not to be normal. Okay. You can't be normal and be a doctor at the same no time. For you to be a doctor, you gotta be like strange. Yes, you have to be strange, like Doctor Strange, right? You have to be kind of some freaky, geeky nerd. Yes, that's what it takes to be a doctor. Of course, a lot of people do mistake medical doctors for actual professor doctors, right? Of course, they are doctor because of the time, the hours they spent in exposure to the practice, right? Even when they do finish, when they'll be treating you as a patient and they're a medical doctor, they'll be practicing medicine on you. Like actually, you enter theater. This one is not drama, it's real life, right? A medical doctor is a practicing doctor. And they'll be practicing operating on you on the table, right? Of course, they'll be doing that. Being doctor is all about strange. Okay, so Magaya, 1 point I give him. Strange, he is strange. Okay. Now I'm making strange sound so strange. Okay. He is different. Come on, he's the guy who doesn't wear even a suit. Right? Like remember, some of us, if I was type of a guy who would go around looking for a job, I would be wearing a suit trying to impress, right? But even if I was to get employed, I don't think any of the companies I would like to work would be impressed by wearing a suit. Maybe they may be impressed by the real me. Yes, like the guy who doesn't have suits. Like the guy who would rather buy a computer than buy a bed. Yes, that's the type of guy. Yes, the type of guys who sleep in the office but who don't sleep in the office. Like I would rather rent an office than an apartment. The type of guys like that. Ooh, the conformed call. Disciplined people. No. It's conformed with a pattern. Like you already know what you want to do, so your life is over. I'm gonna set things like this. No. I want to do what I want to do, and it's all I am about. I'm not about living in a house, in a place where I don't want to live. I come from Shtumbwiza, and I say I want to live in Shtumbwiza. What have I done? Anyways, back to the doctor chapter story, the Dr. Magaya story there. We go to the letter to see if the letter is going to even be greater. Or maybe the only thing that is going to be great is regret on the part of Walter. So the first one here, UNISA does do right. Attention, Mr. Maynard Kudakwashi Manyoa, reporter AOL. They put the contact date, dated 28 January 2025. Now it's 29 January 2025. This video, I might upload it tomorrow, 30 January 2025. Already it's a few days. It reads, Dear M. Maynard Kudakwashi Manyoa, media inquiry. Walter Magaya, alleged UNISA qualification. Your media inquiry regarding the above reference, kindly be advised that based on the details that you did do provide, our system could not trace either a student number or a date of birth for Mr. Magaya. This effectively means that we do not have Mr. Magaya as a student of UNISA. And for inquiries, please contact senior officers to immediately issued by UNISA Media Development and so on, things like that. Okay, this is the first letter. We jump over to the next page. Wrong page. This one is showing the diploma. So this one is showing the diploma. Walter Magaya, National Diploma. Now this is another one. Come on. The story is about the honorary doctorate. Now I'm seeing this one here is what? Is a photocopied, then scanned copy of a national diploma. 2015. Now that is getting deep, man. And if it's a blow, it's a deep blow, man. That would be a deep blow. This one's one who did do post this one. Let me just put it on the screen there. What does it say? What does it write there? It says this. UNISA has released a statement classifying that Prophet Walter Magaya does not hold any honorary doctorate or a diploma for the institution. So did Walter Magaya post this photocopy, scanned copy of a photocopy diploma certificate certifying or the original? It's certified and it's okay. Like he did do that. For what? And we see this one is filed in a file. We can see the red ribbons there showing on the screen there. Okay. We are not here to be there. So let's go where we want to be. That one, we leave it there a moment. We come to the letter. Because the letter, we might find out something is greater. We should have read it earlier in this video. But now we are here. It's never too late. UNISA refutes claims that Walter Magaya is a graduate of alumnus of the university. Alumnus means former students, like our, our big people, alumnus. We're proud of. It's some Latin word there. Okay. The University of South Africa, UNISA, notes with serious concern information doing the rounds in the public domain as well as in a recent video circulating on social media where it is purported that a certain Zimbabwean national, Walter Magaya, is a graduate or alumnus of the university. Responding to a media query from certain international media platforms, the university confirmed that based on the information by the said media platform, the system of the university could not find any showing that Mr. Magaya was ever registered with the UNISA. This effectively means that UNISA does not have Mr. Magaya either as a student or a graduate. Any certificates which he claims to be from UNISA is therefore fraudulent. So before we finish this one, then they would continue. Okay, subsequent to the issuing of the media response in series after that, the university also came across a video clip in the social media domain where Mr. Magaya, where also Mr. Magaya claimed to have received an honorary doctorate in UNISA. Therefore, university has never conferred any honorary doctorate on Mr. Magaya and strongly condemns this false claim. We believe that the conduct of this nature damages and brings our brand into disrepute. So we see the first one, they do respond to Kudan Media. They just respond like they're just responding to just another dude. They don't expect that the story would explode. Okay. This story is coming at a time where we see Walter Magaya's O-level issue would have been making rounds. That is before the Zifa president election. And Walter Magaya, with all his mass at the church, he couldn't rig that one because they don't determine the qualifications. And anyways, It's not like everyone votes. It's like some few guys we can buy a few cars for can vote. Okay. So this is coming at that time. How convenient. Why would it be coming at this time? Don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that Chivayo rigged a Zifa election. Of course, he just promised to his candidate he is backing, and he is allowed to back whoever he wants to back. Right, even Brett. And said, if this my guy wins, he's campaigning for the guy. Right, maybe he just did campaign more than others because he's got some campaign in his pocket. Even champagne and campaign with champagne, you can just do combine with campaign and champagne. Let's meet at the campaign and champagne at this club that I'm paying to open. Also, it's a specific. This one is going to be the political dinner or whatever it would be. No, I'm not talking about him there or suggesting that he is the one who leaked this one, because you know there is a story of Mr. Chimombe and Mike Chimombe and Moses whatever. Those guys, I'm forgetting their names, but to do with the good scam. Anyways, it's like I didn't know of them before the forging scam. Moses Mpofu and Mike Chimombe. Yes, I've remembered the names exactly as they are. Okay, what were we talking about? It's not like I would get lost. Anyways, we come back here to the letter. We see on one instance, we see it means there is a doctorate, a diploma. Now, we're talking of an honorary doctorate. I don't know if an honorary doctorate does do exist, like what it means, an honorary in terms of a doctorate. Can you receive an honorary doctorate? Maybe if you are Einstein, an actual doctor, an actual research professor, right? Because if you are a research scientist, you are a professor. You are not a professor as in professors, professor maticha kuma university. Kazhinji kachona. Those are professors. Some of them will be called lecturers. Those are the normal professors in Africa. Those we call professors. They're not like real scientists, real research professors. Anyways, here. Like real professors are the strange doctors. I don't want to say me, it's not too heavy, that one. Okay, it may be heavy on someone else. Okay. So we see them mentioning something to do with the student database. You wouldn't expect to find a receiver of an honorary award documented in any database. I don't think any company, unless it's the Nobel, whatever it's called, the guys who give the Nobel Peace Prize, those are the ones who may be having a database, or maybe the Guinness Book of World Records. But a university will be having a database of students. And that the database, I don't think it would be a database. Maybe it would be some Excel files, which they call databases. In fact, actually, because at a university, I don't think they will be creating databases to be entering that information. Those will be systems for a bank or something like that. So obviously, they do have the administration of like they have these guys. They do have online examinations. They have online things like that. You can register. You can apply. Obviously, that will be some plugins which you can find even in WordPress that can be administrating those you can do PayPal, things like that. It's not like it just needs somebody to an administrator, right? So we see they mention certificates. Now we're not talking of a diploma or a national diploma or a certificate or a national certificate or a foundation certificate, a doctorate, not a certificate. They respond a certificate. Definitely they are hiding something. Would somebody have pulled a scam to scam Magaya of his money? Doctorate. I know there's going to be a graduation happening at UNISA. I know people just take photos with anybody, and anybody is allowed to wear Magaya. It's not like there'll be people, grown up people, will be like, you don't belong here. No, anybody is not unwelcome. Anybody, you have a right to enter admission, right? Even in the parliament, anybody can enter there. Then we see this letter. Who does do respond this letter? Please contact UNISA senior media offices, Mr. Tommy Wuma or Mr. Edgar. So it would make sense at a UNISA campus that they have media offices, like the way they run UNISA. I can't say this, but I'm going to say this because I'm not sure. The way I'm assuming it's run, it's like, you know, the programs are from the United Kingdom in terms of accounting. They be doing ACA, things like that. Like anybody with computers can become an agent of them and start their own campus because the students are going to be studying online anyways. So anybody with the brilliance of doing that, they can afford to employ any uneducated guy and call them media officers, such that when they be presenting rhetoric coming from a university where professors are actually employed, professors who are paid by the government. Like if I open my university today, professors are paid by the government. If I open my private school today, I employ teachers, they are paid by the government. Yes, I may pay them more to incentivize them. But any teacher is paid by the government of Zimbabwe. So what did do happen there in the Walter Magaya story? What is your opinion? I'm not going to conclude or give any conclusive information because I'm nobody's lawyer. Dr. Clarence, TV7 Live. As always, thank you for watching and I'm out.